Hello friends, welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about Git merge and Git rebase. First of all, we'll understand these two concepts through example, and then we'll explore through a practical example as well, right? So here, when we talk about the merging versus rebasing, the first thing to understand about Git rebase is that it solves the same problem as Git merge. Both of these commands are designed to integrate changes from one branch into another branch. They just do it in very different ways. That's it. So git merge and git bashing does the same thing, but doing the different ways. Now thing is that first of all, let's understand through an example. So here, let's say in this image, you can see let's say initially I have a master branch, and from master branch I have created a feature branch, right? When we created a master branch at the time, there were 2 commits on the master branch, and after creating feature branch we made 3 commits, right? And let's say I want to merge my changes which is in feature branch on the master branch, and I find, so when I was doing development of the feature branch, someone has done 2 new commits on the basically master branch, right? Then how we can merge these things? So this is the basically clear note I have written. Consider what happens when you start working on new feature in a dedicated branch, right? So that's what we have created, feature branch. Then new team members updates the master branch with new commits. This results in the committed history, right? Now let's say that new commits in the master branch are relevant to the feature branch that you are working on. To incorporate the new commits into your feature branch, you can do you have 2 options, either merging or rebasing, right? So now we can solve this problem by 2 ways, either merging or rebasing. Now let's talk about the first merge option. So easiest option is to merge the master branch into the feature branch. And how we can merge? First of all, you have to check out the feature branch, means you have to switch on the feature branch by issuing a command git checkout feature. And once you basically switch on the feature branch, then you have to issue a command git merge master. And you can combine these 2 commands in one command by git merge feature master, means here master we are merging on the basically feature branch, right? Now this creates a new, when you do merge, then this creates a new merge commit in feature branch that ties together the histories of the both the branches, right? So when we try to merge, then there would be a phrase merge commit. You can see that basically commit id in git bash, right? So basically when you try to do merge, then basically this process creates a merge commit id, and that we'll see one extra commit that performs. Now when we talk about the rebase command, and this is just an alternative to merging, you can rebase the feature branch into master branch. And how we can rebase? First of all, you have to check out on the feature branch, and after that you can issue the command git rebase master, right? So here 2 points you will have to keep in mind. This moves the entire feature branch to the begin on the tip of the master branch, effectively incorporating all of the new commits in master. But instead of using merge commit, rebasing rewrites the project history by creating brand new commits for each commit in the original branch. Second point you will have to keep in mind when you are doing rebasing, the major benefit of rebasing is that you get a much cleaner project history. First, it eliminates the unnecessary merge commit required by the git merge. So in this case, basically rebase does not introduce new commit like what happens in the git merge. And the second thing, as you can see the diagram, you can see the left side, rebasing also result in the perfectly linear project history. So here you can see in this diagram, let's say master branch had a 3 so here basically this basically our feature branch just putting on the tip of the basically master branch. So we have a linear history, right? So let's say there were 4 commits on the master and 3 commits on the feature, then total we have 7 commits. But same thing if you do in the merging process, then you will have extra more commits, means 4 plus 3 7 and plus 1 merge commit. There were 8 commit id you will get in the history, right? Now let's try to understand these things through an example, right? So here we have basically git bash I have opened, and here if you see I had created a basically two branch out of master branch. And if I do git branch, then you'll see three branches. One is the develop, second is the feature, and master. So I have created two branch out of master branch, develop and feature, right? So here if you do the log history, so I do git log one line, then here in master, sorry, one line, then here you can see there is only one commit on the master branch, right? And if I do check on so here if you look into the basically git checkout develop, and if I do git log, then there is only one commit because this branch just we have created from the master, so same commit has applied on this. And if I check out on feature branch, git checkout, so you'll get only one commit over there because this is also a newly created branch. So here you can see if I do git log one line, then here you can see same commit ID on these three branches because initially we have created master branch, and again out of master I have created develop and feature branch, right? So let me clean this history. Now what I am going to do, I am going to basically check out on master branch, right? And here I am going to make one commit. So just I'm not going to make any code change, but what I'll do, just I'm going to create one file and I'll commit it. So I will use touch m1.txt, right? So just I have created one txt file on master branch. And if I do git status, then here you can see one file is showing as an untracked file. So I'm going to add this file into basically into staging area. So I do git add and period. So this will add, if I do this will add a file into staging area. So here you can see file is added in the staging area. Now I'm going to commit this file. So I would use command git commit -m and commit message. Just I'm going m1 because m1 file I have committed m1.txt. So now if I do git log one line, then here you can see there were two commits, right? So just we have done this commit, and earlier when we had created this branch, then there were two commits. Now I'm going to check out on develop branch. Okay, I'm going to check out on develop branch, git checkout, sorry. I have checked out on develop branch, and here I am going to create one file. So basically you do kind of any code changes and you can commit, but here just to save some time, just I'm going to create one file. I'll say d1.txt, right? And just adding this file in the staging area. So git add period, and I'm going to basically commit this file. So I'd say git commit -m, I'd say d1. So this will add basically this file into local history, so sorry, local repository. Now I'm going to push this my changes, right? Or what you can do, yeah, I'll push these changes. So I'll say git push origin developer. I was supposed to post master changes as well, but that I didn't push, so not a problem. So here basically I post changes on the basically my master branch, sorry, remote repository. So let me clear this history, and I'll check out on again. I forgot to push changes on master branch, so I'll do check out on master, and here I'll also post changes into remote repository. So cool. Now I'm going to check out on basically develop branch. So I'd say get checkout develop, and I'm going to basically I'm going to perform first of all merge. So I checked out on the develop branch. Now I do merge git merge, and here I'm going to do git merge master, what we have discussed in the slide, right? So here you can see this is going to basically generate basically this is trying to merge, so this will generate a merge commit. So here you can press I, and here I'm going to specify the message. Anyway, there is a default message. Still, if you'd like to merge, then you can merge. You can specify the commits, right? Sorry, you can specify the commit message. So here you can merging. Thus I'm going to specify merging master into develop branch, and after that I would like to exit from this editor. So press escape and then colon WQ and press enter. Yeah, so now I'm going to check history of these two branches. Then let's see what happens. So if I do git log one line, sorry, one line, and I check out on develop branch, sorry, master branch, and there we'll see master branch will be unaffected, right? So if I do, so here you can see we had two commits on master branch. So these two commits of course will be available on the our develop branch. So these two commits belongs to the master branch history, and here you can see we had done only one commit. We had committed d1.txt, but here you can see the extra commit, right? So this is called basically a merge commit, right? So here basically we create a new merge commit in develop branch that ties together the histories of the both the branches, and we have one more commit because of the merge commit, right? But if you do the rebase, then this commit will not be basically created. So we'll have only 3 commits id, right? If you do basically a rebase. So let's try to understand a rebase as well. So here we have a master branch. So master, I'm not going to make any changes. So if you do in the master branch, how many commits are there? Then 2 commits, right? So now I'm going to switch on the feature branch. So I'd say git checkout feature, right? If you do git log on feature, sorry, git checkout feature, there is some typo. Now here if I do git log, then there is only one commit, right? So just I had created this branch from out of master branch, and that's what we have only one commit. So what I'll do, guys, what I'll do, just keep remember we have a 2 commits on the master branch, clear? And here I'm going to make one commit on feature branch, right? So I'm going to create one file. I'll say f1.txt file I'm going to create. Now I'm adding this file into a staging area. That's why I'm issuing the command git add period. Now I'm going to commit this file into our local repository, and for that we have a command git commit -m and message, commit message. So I'm putting the message f1, that's it, and I need to push this change in the remote repository. So I'm going to specify the command git push origin and feature. So this will push my changes into remote repository so that other people can pull these changes, right? Now after doing this, now I'll check the history of master as well as feature. So first of all, let me see the log of feature branch. So I'd say git log one line. So here we have a 2, right? So initially we had created this branch out of master, and just right now we have done the one commit, so only 2, right? And here basically on master we had 2 commits, right? So here we had switch on the feature branch. Here I'm going to rebase, right? I'm going to rebase feature, right, from our master branch. So what I'll do, git rebase instead of merge. I'm not going to merge, but I'm going to do rebase. So git rebase master. So after that we'll see the difference. Now here you can see the message successfully rebased and updated reference head of feature, right? So what basically this does. So before that, what I'll do, let me check out the history of both the branches, feature as well as master. So here I'm going to see the log of basically log of feature branch, and here I'm going to check out on master. And I'll see. So here you can see the basically 2 commits, and both commits are available here. And here we had done one commit. There we had created f1.txt, right? So here you can see there is no extra commit message. So we did not get any extra commit for merge commit, like we had done in the we had seen in the git merge when we were applied git merge command, right? So here basically what happens when we did rebase on a feature branch, right? Then this moves the entire feature branch to begin on the tip of the master branch. Effectively, this is incorporating all of the basically new commits in the master, but instead of using the merge commit, rebasing rewrites the project history by just creating new commits for each commit in the original branch, right? And that's the difference. You will not get extra commit in the when you do the rebase, right? So here I hope you understood. Now there are certain key points you will have to keep in mind when you talk about the git rebase and git merge. So git merge apply all the commits from branch A into branch B in one commit with final result. Git merge does not rewrite commit history, right? Just adds one new commit. When we talk about the rebase, git rebase gets all commits from the both the branches and applies one by one, right? So that's why there is no extra merge commit, right? Now second point about the git base rewrites commit history but does not create extra commit for merging, right? Now this is the point which I took from the Stack Overflow. So which method to choose basically? So always we'll have confusion whether we have to do git merge and git rebase, right? So mostly what happens when we create some branch out of develop or master, then we do git pull, right? And git pull basically if you get some conflict, then basically we do merge, basically merging process. So git we usually mostly we use git merge. People rarely use git bash, and that's the reason for confusion when to use git merge and git rebash. So here we have a sort of version here. Merge takes all the changes in one branch and merges them into the another branch in one commit, right? And rebase says I want the point at which I branch to move to new starting point. So basically in rebase we are moving tip of basically moving our branch on the tip of the basically base branch or basically master branch, right? So when you do use either of one basically, so let's try to understand through a basically use case. So when you use merge, let's say you have created a branch for the purpose of development a single feature, right? When you want to bring those changes back to master, you probably want merge, right? You don't care about maintaining all of the interim commits. And when to use rebase, let's say a second scenario would be if you started doing some development and then another developer made and unrelated changes. You probably want to pull and then rebase to base your changes from the current version from the repository, right? So guys, that's all I have in this video tutorial. Still you have any doubt or any confusion, then you can post your queries below to the video. I'll try to answer. Guys, big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.